Whole squad on that real shit. 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 Whole squad on that real shit.
Alrighty, testing my audio real quick. Testing the audio. Okay, that looks okay. Okay, cool. This should just save, so most of you guys are probably watching this afterwards, but if you're not seeing this, oh, never mind, fuck it. Okay, so the results of the proposals. Let's go to the show. Okay, let's get down to the results. Okay. Proposal 1, right? This one is the payout change. Lower for position players, $40 to $25. Creates $90 to use. Okay. You can look at those real quick, the proposed versus current, right? We're just putting a little bit more money into kind of finishing a rank, rather than these bonuses. So what are the results of proposal 1? What is the results here? Let's take a look. Pass 10 to 1. Very, very close to a unanimous vote for this proposal. Very close. But solid pass right there. So congratulations, everyone. Proposal 1 will go through. we will make the change to the system. Let the league treasurer know. Okay, proposal 2. Remove kicker roster spot. Replace it with a normal bench spot. I would like to see some live betting odds on these proposals as well. You know what I'm saying? That'd make it pretty fun. But did we remove the kicker roster spot? What do you guys think? Did we remove it? Did we keep it? We did not decide to pass this proposal. Unanimous fail right here. 0 yeses to removing the kicker. 11 going against it. So the kicker will officially stay. Congratulations to everyone who is a good kicker. Okay, proposal 3. Removing the defense/special teams roster spot. Replace with normal bench spot. So very similar to our last one, just with a different roster spot. What are we going to do here? What do you guys think? Well, the results are fail. We will keep the defense/special teams spot at a vote of 3. So we did have 3 yeses here. 3 people did want to remove this spot. You know, this might be something that we look at in the future to bring back up, as it was a little bit closer, but still not enough support to totally wipe out the defense/special teams. Okay. Here's where it gets interesting. So now we're getting into some of the interesting ones in terms of changing up defensive scoring. So this proposal 4, right, adjusting the defensive scoring. We took down from points allowed 0 from 10 to 7, and we just kind of adjusted from there from 1 to 13, 4, 12 to 24, 1, 25 to 40, 0. 40 plus is -1, so there's no -4. That would be one of the big differences here. What did we vote? I'll tell you, this was a very close, tight race all week, and the final results: a pass of 7 to 4. We will officially change the defense/special team scoring. We will change it. Pass. Okay. Another good one here. Proposal 5. Adjusting special teams, kick return, punt return touchdowns down from 6 points per week or per score to 4 points per touchdown. Effective 2021. All right. Impacting both the individual offensive player and the defensive team scoring. So this would take all those defensive special teams touchdowns from 6 to 4. What did we decide to do? We did not pass this one. Very, very tight race right here, right? This came down to the swing vote, which said, no, we will not pass this. Definitely, we'll be talking about this kind of stuff later in the future, I'm sure, as it was a tight race. Okay. Proposal 6. Remember, we have 9 proposals total. So number 6. Switch fine payouts to team with slimmest margin of victory from largest margin of victory, effective 2021. So we're giving it to the person who had the tightest margin of victory rather than the largest. And that is in the person who got beat by the slimmest margin, I believe is the correct wording there. Effective 2021. What did we decide here? Unanimous pass. That one is going through. Okay, the lottery system for the bottom 6 picks. So here's what it would kind of look like. I think this adds up to 98, if I'm not mistaken here, but last place 50. And we're basically cutting in half. Each place you go down, right? So we can expect that half the seasons, the last place team will not have the first overall pick. And how did we vote? We said pass 9 to 2. So 2 people coming in saying no thank you, but most of the league here, the vast majority, did say yes, we are good to go with the lottery system. Proposal 8, the 5th/6th game decided by prior record. Points for on tiebreaker. Okay, how did we vote on this one? This one seemed to get a lot of support. How did we vote? A unanimous pass. 11-0. A lot of unanimous decisions here so far. Only really a couple tight races. Continuing. This is the one I know we've all been waiting for right here. Proposal 9, Commissioner dues. 20% of buy-ins go directly to the commish out of respect and his hard work. You guys know how I voted on this one, right? Commissioner dues. Let's see what the people said. Pass 11-0. Right, that's gonna end up being $240 a year. My annual fee. Okay, so that passes 11-0. Just kidding, guys. I'm just pulling your strings. It did not pass, but it was a close vote, 3-8. Maybe we negotiate that percentage down next year, as we discuss later on. Maybe we take a look at this one in the future. 3-8, very close. Thank you to all my supporters out there who wanted to see me collect that rake, but doesn't look like it's going to be this year. Okay, this is the exciting stuff. I don't think anyone is watching this live stream, but I'm going to check the chat right now to see if there's anything in the chat before we get to the fun stuff. Let's see if anyone joined the chat. Sorry, guys. I know this is not the best thing. If there's any interested viewers right here. Okay, no one has any commentary so far in the chat, unless I'm seeing the wrong thing. Okay, we will move on to the big moment. Who are our top 2 choices? Any predictions? Anyone want to share their predictions? I think a couple people are watching now. Just give me 1 minute. We'll get back to the slideshow. I'll tell you what, I found the results a little surprising. Let's see what we have. Okay. Oh, got it. Go through here. Okay. All right. Down to the results. Who are our top 2? Who are the top 2? Number 5, so coming in last place with the most points, guys. The higher the points, the worse for this. So number 5, last place. Guess who it is? It is Kenny. That is Kenny accumulating 46 points. Divide that by 11, right? And that's going to be where Kenny averaged, in his placement here, or somewhere slightly above 4. Kenny not getting the support, kind of just let me offer some analysis real quick. The only one that's met Kenny is Scott. So to trust the Dynasty Champions word of mouth, that's just something that I don't blame the league members for not going with, the Dynasty Champions pick. You can't trust an organization like the Dynasty Champions. You don't know if they're just bringing someone in to collude. So we do. So we're going to see something like this, Kenny racking up some points. But maybe next time we'll see Kenny back in the running and get a better shot at it. But that's Kenny at 5th place. Kenny will not be considered for the replacement spot as he is not in the top 2. Okay, so no Kenny. Going on to number 4, we have 4 teams left. We have Spencer, Cody, Brad, and Alex. Who is number 4? It is Brad, coming in at 42 points, right? Still pretty high up there, relatively close to Kenny. Analysis, I have to say this is most likely due, he was an unexpected offering by Brendan. This one came in late, caught the lead by surprise. Not a lot of time to consider Brad, although I know a lot of us have probably met him in the past. It has been a while, but he was a late option. He was, Logan Ritchie, I have to say, was the dark horse. Maybe not even a dark horse, maybe even the favorite, some would say, beforehand, and that was kind of Brennan's nomination. But a late cancellation and then a replacement with Brad. Just didn't get that kind of hype that was behind Logan. The hype didn't necessarily transfer, but a good showing from Brad. I saw he got maybe a couple threes, on the scoring system. So good job to Brad, but he will not be making the cut. Okay, number 3. We're down to the last 3: Cody, Spencer, and Alex. So who is the bubble team? Who's the bubble? It is Spencer. Spencer coming in at 40 total points. This was Austin's pick. So he did outperform Brad and Kenny, but not by much. Spencer did get a couple. He did get a number 1 vote. He did get maybe a 2, I think I saw 2, but just not enough to get up there with our top 2 teams, which we'll go over in a second. But overall, decent performance here. But I think this is another case of most of the league maybe having not met this person, face to face or even over Zoom, which is always going to be tough in terms of getting the votes. But good nomination from Austin. He seems like he knows what he's doing in terms of Dynasty. Okay, so we know who our last 2 guys are. It's Cody and Alex, but the question is in what order, right, and how many votes they get. And just keep in mind, we are not going to settle the official replacement, for another week or until June 1st, as we'll talk about it more and then have an additional vote. But this will be good to see, to kind of gauge the interest based on who was first and also the separation between them in points. So remember, we had 46 points at Kenny, 42, I think, on Brad, and then 40 at Spencer. So what are we going to see here? We're going to see number 2, Alex LaChance, all the way to 20 points here, right? So that's an average of like at 1 point, right around 1.8. So Alex LaChance, really, there's a very, very wide gap here between the top 2 and the bottom 3. But Alex coming in with a lot of support. Another relatively late addition to the replacement party, but got a lot of support. I saw he got a good share of number one ballots here, and a lot of 2s as well. But LaChance, I know he's a guy a lot of us have met. This nomination comes from the Creamers, who took the league by storm last year. So shout out to the Creamers for making this nomination. We'll be hearing more about Alex LaChance, I'm sure, in the next week before we have our second vote. So Alex LaChance is in the running for the spot. Okay, so we all know number 1 is going to be Mr. Cody Schindler. Cody Schindler coming in at 17 points, 3 below Alex, averaging, something like a nice 1.59, I believe is what it was here on the point total. Cody, getting the most number 1 ballots in the league, most number 1 picks. That's how we got that low number. So shout out to Cody, the favorite coming in, keeps that status. It seems like he's got a lot of support from the league to get this replacement spot. So that's Cody Schindler, 17 points. So moving on, the league, we're going to have our final set of votes. Alex and Cody coming up probably, June 1st is the day we need the replacement. So we'll have that vote, right, whatever today is, May. I don't even know the date. It's May 23rd. So probably sometime in the next week we'll put out this ballot for Cody and Alex. We're going to have a little chat on the Discord, a little discussion, going on here. But look forward to this. Think about it. Who do you think will be the best replacement? Majority of the votes, right, is going to be who gets the spot. We're not going to have a tie since we have 11 people voting. So just take it, take a few minutes, think it over. This is big. This is someone who will be in the league for a long time. Someone, that you're going to see quite a bit, whether it's over Zoom or in person. Who do you think would be the best for the league? Alex and Cody. So there you go. That is all for me. I hope this video saves to YouTube, and I hope people are able to see this. But besides that, I do not have anything else to say, so I will turn off the feed. All right, I'll see you guys